In the spring of 1946, fear settled over Texarkana like a storm that would not move. Texarkana sat on the Texas-Arkansas line, and people on both sides felt the same rising panic. Someone was attacking young couples parked on quiet roads outside town, usually after dark. The first known attack came on February 22nd, when Jimmy Hollis and Mary Jane Larry were sitting in a car. A man wearing a white cloth mask walked up, flashed a gun, and ordered them out. He beat Hollis so badly that doctors later found a fractured skull and other serious injuries. He also attacked Larry, but both victims survived and gave police their first account. They said the man spoke in a calm voice, moved with purpose, and did not seem nervous. Hollis estimated that the attacker was tall and young, but the mask hid almost everything else. A month later, on March 24th, the whole region learned that this was not a random scare. Richard Griffin and Polly Ann Moore were found shot to death inside a parked car on a lonely road. After that double murder, newspapers gave the unknown attacker the name Phantom Killer. Then, on April 14th, teenage musician Betty Jo Booker left a late-night performance and disappeared. Her body was found near a road outside town, and Paul Martin was found shot nearby. Investigators believed the two teenagers had been attacked after leaving the event together that night. By then, families were locking doors early, buying guns, and checking every sound outside their homes. People canceled dates, stores sold extra locks, and armed patrols began watching the roads after sunset. Residents kept porch lights burning all night, and some couples started carrying guns in their cars. Even schools and churches felt the fear, because every stranger suddenly looked like a possible killer. Some officers built roadblocks and chased every rumor, but solid answers never came. The case turned even darker on May 3rd, when Virgil Starks was shot through his farmhouse window. His wife, Katie Starks, was also shot, but she survived after running for help in the dark. That attack shook the town even more because it happened inside a home, not at a lover's lane. Police from Texas, Arkansas, and state agencies flooded the area, but the investigation kept slipping away. Because the city crossed a state line, every lead had to move through more than one system. Officers questioned drifters, checked known offenders, and followed tips that often collapsed within hours. The weapons did not match across every scene, which only made the pattern harder to prove. Forensic science in 1946 was limited, and every week lead cost investigators precious time. Ballistics helped in some places, but not enough to seal the whole case together. One suspect, named Ewell Swinney, drew heavy attention because he was a known criminal with a violent record. His wife reportedly told police things that made investigators think he could be the killer, but her story never became the kind of hard evidence prosecutors needed in court. Swinney went to prison for car theft, while the murder case itself stayed unsolved. Over time, evidence was lost, memories faded, and the border location made the case more tangled. Years passed, files changed hands, and the sharp edge of certainty slowly disappeared. Some people still believe Swinney was the phantom killer, and others think police chased the wrong man. What makes the Texarkana Moonlight murders so haunting is how close the answer always seems. A masked man left survivors, dead teenagers, a murdered husband, and a terrified city behind him. Then he disappeared so completely that no one can say for sure who he was. That gap between panic and proof is the reason this case still feels unfinished nearly 80 years later. Maybe the truth died in a rumor, a missing witness, or one piece of evidence nobody understood. Follow for more dark cases that still refuse to give up their secrets.